Minecraft. It's massive. There's no chance you haven't heard or seen about it. It's a game so ingrained in internet culture, hosting thousands of content creators, developers, artists and storytellers' careers. None of it would have happened without some good game design. In this video, I'm going to discuss the choices in game design that led to its massive popularity and change in the online gaming scene that we have seen today, as well as get some outside perspective on how this came to be with Parrot, a successful Minecraft content creator. Every game has rules, a set of laws similar to the laws of physics in our world, which cannot be broken no matter what. Minecraft is no exception. I believe Minecraft's approach to its own rules is one of the most important parts of its success. Minecraft is very consistent in what it does and the rules it follows. A block is always a block, a slab always half of that, and everything fits neatly into the 3D grid of 1 by 1 by 1 meter segments, with only one item able to be placed per cube. It's like a simpler version of the real world. Everything fits and has a purpose inside of it. Slight side note, one great example of this is redstone. It's like this amazing circuit and logic system that can be almost considered a physical programming language. I wouldn't know half of what I do about computer science, problem solving, or have my passion for game development if Minecraft had never introduced me to this world. Why is this important? For a game like Minecraft, where you tell your own stories in your own worlds, having consistency across its rules is essential for good world building. To consistently make sense to the player. Not only that, but the player knowing what they can and cannot do in the world both grounds them suitably and contradictively sets their creative limits as high as the sky, or 256 blocks to be precise. In Minecraft, everything has consequences. The game teaches you that from the second you start playing. You punch a tree, you get wood. You punch a cow, you get beef. You set a tree on fire and you'll start a forest fire that burns all the trees in the area, potentially killing animals, and will drop cooked meat, or burning enemies, potentially saving you from them, or burning you. From the start, this teaches the player so much about its world, how every action you take leads to something, which brings us nicely onto part 2. When both playing Minecraft, myself, and watching others play, the frequency you hear something like, "I'm just gonna do X so I can earn Y," is interesting. This kind of autotelic and micro-rewarding gameplay is incredibly engaging for the player and is used well in games like Stardew Valley. The idea is that you start with nothing, an empty world, and a final goal. In our case, defeating the Ender Dragon, building a cool base, or having every resource at your fingertips. It's that dream that will push the player on to keep grinding often repetitive and seemingly uninteresting tasks like digging, building, digging some more, exploring and digging. That doesn't sound fun though, so what keeps the player going? The game is designed for players to express themselves however they like, meaning players often set their own goals in varying sizes. As well as this, the game's general progression is arguably entirely made up of smaller goals on every level. Get diamond tools, get XP to enchant them, get some villagers to trade with, explore the nether, mine netherite. The list goes on. The game is constantly giving you something immediate to shoot for while you work towards your long-term goals. Reward giving happens on every level. You might have even noticed the satisfying pop of picking up an item, making you want to keep collecting materials, the feel-good sound when you get an achievement or gain XP, keeping you killing mobs, exploring, or maybe the feel of a new tool doing the same task as before but several times faster after an hour of nearly dying to bed explosions in the nether. This kind of constant reward gifting and goal setting leaves players feeling like the time they spend grinding is worth it, leaving them engaged in the game and wanting to come back, knowing everything they do is progressing towards their goal. Minecraft doesn't have a story. It drops you in the wilderness and lets you figure out what you want to do. But as the player explores its magical world, they find themselves having adventures and creating stories on their own. This approach is called the emergent narrative. where no two games or players' experience is the same, leaving each player having their own stories to tell. This is more so true with multiple people who, when with interesting enough personalities or skills, will bounce off each other, and interesting things just happen. This has been the case with the majority of Minecraft's online presence, with content ranging from massive sagas taking place in servers like Dream SMP, to the intricate contraptions and beautiful builds of Hermitcraft. Due to Minecraft's bottomless well of content creation, it has become the perfect game for roleplay, storytelling, and more. Its presence cannot be underestimated or underappreciated. I also spoke to Parrot to get some outside opinions on this.
I think 100% the fact that you can kind of do anything inside of Minecraft, whether it be creating mini games or joining an SMP or starting a war on an SMP, there's just so much that kind of allows Minecraft to kind of expand in the creator space. And as a creator myself, I feel like I can kind of do anything within that. Like, let's say I wanted to change some things up, I wanted to switch to a slightly different niche inside of Minecraft, it's still kind of Minecraft and the audience is still going to be there. I think that kind of the more satisfying you make it, the more satisfying it is to the viewer, but that also correlates directly with kind of what niche you're in. So since I'm more in the SMP niche, more of the gameplay niche, my gameplay has more of an impact on my audience. But for people who are let's say trying to code something or trying to create something, their gameplay would have way less. But if you look at Dream, for example, his gameplay is way up there, and I think that's a large reason why he blew up. I honestly like the gameplay the way it is. I feel like regarding the coding aspect, inside of Minecraft there's like the ability to custom code data packs. That's a completely different language from Java itself, so it's kind of annoying to learn the data pack language and then the Java thing. They do like two very separate things, but they're both really important, and I feel like Java should be integrated into that like data area.
Minecraft has been expertly crafted, pun intended, to make what on its own would be uninteresting gameplay engaging, through constant rewards and goal setting, making the player feel excited to come back tomorrow, to keep working towards their long-term goals. That, coupled with the fact that no two games will ever be the same, and consistent updates of things to do and explore in the game, have led to an explosion of online activity, and many players continuing to play well past the 1 decade mark. Minecraft started and has maintained a very strong base as a world to build worlds in, keeping consistent with how it functions, leading to more and more creative applications of its tools, gameplay, and mechanics. It's a world of literally endless possibilities. The fact that this game has grown so big and had such a massive reach is a testament to its design, and that is something that cannot be overappreciated or ignored. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and maybe even subscribe as well. It's completely free and you can always unsubscribe later. I'm hoping to do some more videos in this style in the future.